Where did this Sultan China come from, and is it something that only a certain country recognize you with?
Why you are a normal person, but then why you can call yourself as
Sultan
Sultan?
China. Oh yeah.
They said it is not right in Malaysia because you selling in TikTok is not that easy as we see. You need to find stock. You need to get engagement.
But now you hit a problem.
Yeah,
Because there's nobody watching and
yeah,
nobody
nobody
engaging
watching.
you.
We didn't manage to get through this. We struggled for like 6 to 8 months. Per month, our expenses is about 40 to 50k. I decided to cut off the live posts. Then I said, why not? I managed to spend the money for like 400 to 500k on this company. Why not I try this thing on myself? Many people giving out iPhone. Many
Yes.
people giving out like this and that as their cabutan betua and everything. But then there's some saying that it's fake.
Like I remember it was like I give you this iPhone and the back they take it
Yeah,
back.
they
that
take
kind
it
of
back.
thing.
We are finding, we call it as mangsa.
Mangsa.
Mangsa iPhone.
Apart from all of this chaos and like everything that you do, right? But who is Sam Lim without the work? Hello, everybody. Welcome to V On Air's brand new podcast series, The Whole Story. My name is Natalie Chai, and through this podcast, we will be speaking to Malaysians of impact and really get to know their side of the story. Now, if you're tuning in from rwgenting.com website, welcome. And if you're strolling around Resorts World Genting, while listening to this, we hope you will share this around with your friends and tag us at Resorts World Genting. On today's episode, we have Sam Lim. You may not know this, but Sam was once an interior designer who has dabbled a little bit in the world of F&B as well. Today, he's widely recognized on social media for his cash giveaways and motorcycle revamps. I'm sure you've heard of this somehow in your internet browsing history. You may have heard of this thing called Janji Kotak Tak Kosong. All right, welcome to the podcast.
Hi.
Woo! This is Sultan China right here on the podcast. Sam, why don't you say a little bit of a hello to our
Hello,
audience?
janji kotak tak kosong.
Okay, so if you guys have watched Sam's content, he's very straight to the point. I like how he's just as is. There's no packaging, and I like that you are very genuinely yourself.
Yeah.
So Sam, since this is our first time with our audience, I think it's good to just share your beginnings. And I
Okay.
hear that you were in interior design and also
Yes.
dabbled a little bit in F&B. So tell us, what was that process like in
Okay.
short?
I was graduate in the One Academy in diploma as an interior designer.
Wow, really?
Yes.
One academy,
Yeah,
wow.
One
All
Academy,
the
but-
talents go there, no?
Yeah, but the old times is like
Okay.
10 years plus ago, 12, 13 years ago. Yeah, I mean, and the one interior as an interior designer. Then I graduated as a diploma. But then I turned into an intern, but I take my intern for just like 2 weeks. Then I end it.
You ended it yourself.
Yeah.
Why? What
my
happened?
Because in the past, our intern, they paid us like maybe just like 200 or
Correct.
300. So I found it is like as an interior designer, we need to keep on OT. You have to keep on rebrush, amend your drawings and everything. But then during the intern time, the boss asked me to go to the site, but my job is like change the curtain, do the photo state, like an office boy. Then after I back to the office, I have to change the drawing, amend the drawing until like 3 to 4 o'clock in the midnight. So I just ended my intern in like 2 weeks.
So did you write a notice to your boss and say, okay, this is the end, I don't want to do this
No,
anymore?
but I use it in another way because one of my friend, her sister is like in design industry. So I asked my friend to get it the form for me when I graduate for my interior design.
Oh,
So I use in a shortcut way to end up my intern period for the 3 to 4 months.
I see.
Yeah.
So that kind of really shows that you also know what you want and don't want, and you know that's not the life that you choose for yourself.
Yes, probably because on the older days, during our days, even though after you graduate after your intern, you graduate, you get your diploma, your cert, you go into the industry, you get as a full-time job, you just get paid like 1,700, 1,800. It's below 2,000 as a junior interior designer. After you deduct your EPF, social everything, maybe you just might get 1,400, 1,500. So I decided not to continue as an interior designer.
But in the beginning, in first place, what made you choose interior design?
Because I thought that because I don't like to study on paper,
Okay.
like exam and everything. So I thought that I go into interior designer, I don't need to take any exam on like theory or whatever.
Which is the complete opposite, I think. No,
Yeah.
there's a lot of work in interior
Yeah, it's a
design.
lot of work. You need to sketch like per day, per week. You need to sketch like 10 to 15 sketches on hand sketches, or for the 2 years, for the beginning 2 years until the 2.5 after the last 2 semester. You just will on hands on like computer software and everything. Yeah, so we just get rid of the outline pen, yeah, all those stuff lah.
So you still sort of remember the process of everything, and only towards the end you realize that, hey, maybe this is not for me.
Yeah, it's not for me. But then, yeah, it's not for me. And another thing is when I go to the site until my intern days, I found out that you try to imagine you ask an interior designer to hang up the curtain. This is probably not a job of interior design. So interior design in my brain, the older days when I still don't have any experience, I thought it's like, oh, I just need to design. People get paid to me for good money, so people appreciate the design. But this thing is not work is in Malaysia, because Malaysia people they doesn't appreciate design like all this thing. So this is a different interior designer is something is same as we call it as contractor in Malaysia.
Understand? Yeah, yeah.
In Malaysia,
Sort of like a mix, right?
yeah, it's a mix. Yeah, it's like design and build. Only if you do design, you can get very famous and fame until you go international. So people appreciate your design, but not in Malaysia.
Okay, so after you decided that, okay, interior design is not for me, what was your next step right after saying that I'm not going to be an interior
Okay,
designer?
after I'm not going to be an interior designer, I move into because I just want money in my mind.
Yes.
So I really clear about my direction is S11 is my direction.
What is S11? Sorry.
Money. S11.
Oh, oh, the money
The
sign
money
logo.
sign, the money sign is
Oh, okay,
S11.
okay.
It's the sign of money. So I find one of my friend. I turn into another job, which is pijama bang belasan.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You dabbled into that also.
Yeah,
Okay.
right after my 2 months of
Intern.
2 weeks of intern, yeah, I get into pijama bang belasan. Yeah, for like on my 21 until my 24th. Yeah, 21 to 24th. But then I get my first pot of money. My first pot of gold is from during our days. There's something is like the book voucher.
Oh, you
You-
from
you-
that
you-
time? You from that time also? Ah?
Yeah. You remember the book voucher?
Yes,
It's 250
yes,
ringgit.
yes,
It's
okay.
250 ringgit during boss school generation. That age, yeah, the 250 ringgit. So we get a bookstore. Then we collect all the money, not the money, the tickets as 250. We collect as 180. We exchange back in 250. That's where I get my first pot of gold.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think it's like during my 22.
So you need to sell a lot of that.
Yeah, you need to sell a lot. You need to sell stationery, pens. As long as you need to have a bookstore. You need to have a bookstore so that you can collect the tickets. Then you sell the books or whatever stationery to the university student. You collect back their ticket as 180, 150. You exchange with the bank as 250. So in other words, you get 150, you get back 250. So per person, you can earn about 80 to 100 ringgit.
And you did this with a friend.
Yeah, with my friend. Yeah, that's where we got our first pot of money, first pot of gold from there.
So you collect and you did this for how long?
In 2 to 3 months.
And then you decided to move on to something else.
Yeah,
Which was?
which was okay. After 2 to 3 months, we collected the first pot of gold is about 800 to 1 million. What we get it is during my 22 or 23.
In 2 to 3 months, you
Yeah.
collected like.
Yeah, okay. The process is very easy. You need to find someone who has a bookstore. So you collect from all the universities, or from UM, from Kuantan, Terengganu, in whole Malaysia. You can collect anywhere as long as there's students who get the book voucher anywhere.
Who gave you this idea?
Because when I started into this idea, it's already the second years. It's already the second year. Because I if I remember correctly, this thing they issue for 2 years in continue. So the first year people did that, but the first year not many as we did at the second year.
I see.
Many people involved in this, so we started it on the second years.
Oh, but still, you managed to gather 800,000 to a million.
Yeah, in net profit, it's net profit. Yeah, it's a net profit.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then after that,
Then
what
after
did you
that,
do with the money? Just
during my older days, party, spend, cars, luxury things.
okay.
Okay,
And then?
but it's not all. But it's not all. It's not all. Then I get my first house during my 22.
Wow.
My first house in Malacca, my hometown.
Which is your hometown?
Yeah,
You were
which is
from
my
Malacca.
hometown. Yeah, I got my first house during my 22 or 23rd. Then after that, because during the days, there's another thing is very famous in Cambodia. In
Yes.
Cambodia, they do is like license money lending also in Cambodia, but it's legal in Cambodia. So we went into there. We thought that we want to be in this industry in Cambodia, but then it's too suffer in Cambodia because one thing is our language is not the same. But then when you hire Cambodia people to work with you, they are very lazy. The attitude is not there. So we went to Cambodia. It's about around 6 to 8 months. Then we came back to Malaysia again.
Sorry, I didn't really catch. So when you went to Cambodia,
Yeah.
what was the business? The same
It's
thing?
not a boat voucher. It's
Then?
because in Cambodia it's legal as money lender.
Ah, okay,
It's
okay.
money lender. So we went to Cambodia. We have a site visit and everything. So we started a business there. I previously have been to Cambodia before. So plus minus is about a year lah. A year in Cambodia. Yeah. After I came back to Malaysia, I started back my first business as a usual business, legal business in Malaysia, which has SSM and shop lot retails, which is a vegetarian restaurant.
Why vegetarian?
Why vegetarian? Interesting, because last time I used to be one of my ex is vegetarian. So his mom is on vegetarian business. So when I came back to Malaysia, I don't know what should I do because I don't like interior designer. I don't like other thing, and so her mom is on this restaurant. So I told her, why not I just try to have this business. Yeah. So I started my first vegetarian restaurant at Malacca. I think it's during my 25, if not mistaken. 25 somewhere around there.
And you ran it yourself.
Yeah, I ran myself my first store in Malacca. Then during my 26, I started my second outlet at KL. Yeah, at KL which is Taman Desa. Taman Desa. But then on the first phase of it, the second outlet I didn't use my own money. We get an investor to get in.
Okay.
Investor to get in. After my 26, on my 27, so I pull out myself from the business.
Every year is becoming
Yeah,
different.
it's different. It's different for my every year. It's different. It's very different.
Okay.
Yeah, on the 27 or 28, I pull out myself from the business itself because we have a few shareholders on it. Then, because during I'm still young. When I'm still young, I don't have that experience. My thinking is different because all the investors is like 40 plus, 50 plus, and so our opinion is different. The way we work is different. So I feel that okay, why not I just pull out myself. Then the first store of my Malacca, I just sell it back to them. Yeah, sell it back to them.
Is it still around?
Yeah, now in the KL one is still around. Now they are opening on their 6 or 7 outlet.
Wow.
Yeah, you can search it, like they changed the name to The Local, if I'm not mistaken. The name is The Local Veggie or The Local Kopi Malaya,
I
something like that.
see. Okay.
Yeah, they are
okay.
still running on it. They are still running on the 7 or the 8 outlet.
Wow, so many
Yeah.
vegetarian restaurants, but this one, and it's still a vegetarian restaurant.
Yeah, it's still a vegetarian restaurant.
Okay.
It's like a organic vegetarian restaurant.
Ah,
Yeah.
Okay.
So after I pull up myself, but surprisingly, I run it back to interior designer.
Why?
Because I don't know what should I do.
Oh.
Because at the time I still contacted with like past few my college mate. So I asked them, what is still doing around? They said I'm still interior designer. Then I said, okay, why not? I have nothing to do now. Why not we just do it together, or like how we should started this business? So they taught me they teach me the process from A to Z about this. So I just started. I run it. The business is about like 8 months. I think 8 months.
This is an interior designing firm,
Yes, interior design firm.
and you started it yourself.
Yeah. So finally, I get back to what I've studied. I started my firm again. I started back. Yes, we got profit with running business, but eventually then we met COVID. Yeah, and 2020. So as an interior designer, you can't run your business and everything. But then the good thing is we don't have many staff. So most majority of our staff is like those Indonesian worker. And interior designer, when you're drawing, you need designer. Then we have intern. So the pay is not high. So we still get covered after the COVID. We still manage to walk through the COVID situation.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
because our expenses is not very high.
Okay.
Expenses is not very high until after COVID. Then we started back our business in 2020. As usual, we started as 2020. Then until then, we finish all our side job. Then we're turning into a company which is running design, still running design, but it's only design firm without construction. Without construction.
So pure, just supplying designs.
Yeah, supplying
How you want to
design.
do it is up to you.
Yeah, it's up to you, absolutely. Because one thing we're facing in the middle is like because the company is like we share with our friends. So one thing is like because interior designer, you will get the money from a client, but then you need to pay out to the contractor. So the money you get is mostly you just turn around. You get a big revenue and you just turn around your money. You get a big turnover, but the money is not belongs to you.
Because at the end of the day, you still got
You
to
still
pay
need
your
to
vendors.
pay your supplier, pay your vendors, pay the workers and everything. Okay. Then until then, one day my friend find me because as I mentioned previously, there's a China company is very famous. They call it as three ship company. You know that San
Don't-
Ziyang.
Don't know, but okay.
They
Tell
call
me-
it
tell me
like
more.
the Feng Huang Xiao Yang Ge. So then one of my friend he find me, he said, hey, because I used to know how we run Facebook ads on social media and everything because during my interior designer, during the book voucher and everything, we use the Facebook ads to run something about that. So I know how to manage the Facebook advertisement, ads manager and everything.
You learn it yourself.
Yes. Because during 26, if I'm not mistaken, during the 2014 or 2015, Facebook ads is just started. So you can run your video with just 0.0001 cent. You get engagement very high. Because my friend know I know this setting and I know how to run this ad setting and everything. So one day he find me and said, hey, you can get into social media and all this thing. Why not we start a company which is like we hire live hosts, you do this ad setting and everything. So we just start to sell in TikTok.
Or to sell what? To sell?
Anything. Because
Okay.
on that time, 2 years ago, I think it's around 2023, in TikTok is very viral about selling in live. Many people selling in live, they get per month, their revenue is like million, 10 million, over and above. So he found that so he asked me, why not we just do this? Okay, why not? Okay, we can try to do. But I said my job is just like I would do the setting for you only, and I hire live hosts and everything. So other than that, you need to find because you're selling in TikTok is not that easy as we see. You need to find stock. You need to get engagement. You need to get live hosts. So you need to manage your live host schedule and everything. So we started. Then we take in like 12 live hosts, 12 to 15 live hosts. Per live host, we paid it as 3,500.
So if 12 live hosts, does this mean 12 different shows?
No.
Or they rotate?
They will rotate. Per live host, their schedule is like per day is like 3 sessions to 2. So per session is about 2 to 3 hours. So, but one thing we didn't manage to get through is like our live don't have any engagement. Yes, because we are nobody.
Oh, because there's also so many different people.
Yeah, so many different people doing in live. There's so many people doing in there. Yeah, so many. So when you get into live, you started your live. Your live has no engagement. Your live host you need to pay. Your stockists you need to take stock. Your ads you need to pay to TikTok.
But what made you all just go straight with 12 hosts? Okay, let's just get 12 hosts.
Because
and
we
we start.
thought that this is very easy thing. You just get live hosts, you just get an account, you just get a stock, then you start to
And then
sell,
they start.
you get a
But
profit.
now you hit a problem.
Yeah,
Because
the-
there's nobody watching and
Yeah,
nobody
nobody
engaging
watching.
with your
Because
live.
something is very funny in TikTok is like if your account is still new, you don't build any content and nothing, you just start your live. Eventually, how much money you put in the ads, they won't provide the traffic to you. Because we didn't know this until we do that on hands.
Yeah.
We only noticed this thing. Yeah,
So how do you fix it?
we didn't manage to get through this. We struggled for like 6 to 8 months. Per month, our expenses is about 40 to 50K. Yeah, 40 to
And this money is supported by whatever that you earned
yeah,
from
yeah,
before.
yeah. We earn from previously. So total we spend up is about 400 to 500K in just like 6 to 8 months because we pay the live hosts like 10 live hosts and an editor and everything. So we need to pay for the ads. So we struggle for 6 to 8 months until at the end of the day, until I think it's the 8th month, until 2023 February. I decided to cut off the live host. Then I said, why not? I managed to spend the money for like 400 to 500K on this company. Why not I try this thing on myself? So I started as a content creator.
But before that, you've never appeared in front of the camera.
No,
For the live hosting and
no,
everything,
no,
you
no,
never
no.
you never once thought that I
Never,
should go and sell it
never,
myself.
never,
Oh, okay.
never ever. So after the 8 month, so I decided why not I cut out all the live hosts. We started off from zero again. I started to build myself as a content creator. We pump in the last sum of money on myself, but then it works.
But even from before, that means your character is already like very open to just talking in front of a camera. You're not very camera shy because
No. The last sum of money, before there's a controversy ongoing on TikTok, which they are arguing because in the old day, many people giving out iPhone. Many people
yes,
giving out like this and that as their cabutan betua and everything. But then there's some saying that it's fake.
like I remember it was like I give you this iPhone and the back they take it
Yeah,
back.
they
that
take
kind
it
of
back,
thing,
or
right?
maybe I would just give you as an actor. I give you like 50 or 100. You take it as an actor. But after the content wise, so you get back the iPhone. I just pay you as an actor. But then there's some argument. There's argument like some TikTokers or somebody is like doing like fake thing. Then I decided to why not we just make it like real, like real because you imagine one iPhone is about 1,500 to 2,000. If you give up is about like 20 to 30 iPhone, it's just not even 100K. So you make the comparison. I can spend on the company is like 400 to 500K.
500K.
So this 80 to 100,
Just 20% of
20%.
whatever.
But then the old days, because we started it on TikTok first. But then TikTok is on Malaysia, majority is our Malay friends TikTok. In Malay, they believe in one saying is like the power of rezeki. Yeah, the power of
Yes.
rezeki. So whatever you give out, you will get back is like 10 times. Like the power of rezeki. Give and take is something like, so I believe in this thing, so I started the content for myself. Then how it's worked this thing.
Wow. So that's how it rolled all the way and snowballed to what is you today.
Yeah.
Oh, but even when you were young, you never imagined yourself to be in front of the camera. Did you always want to? Because I think whatever that you're doing now, like you said, rezeki for the people who
Yes.
come in contact with you, right?
Yes.
This is to me somewhat of like a giving back to the community
Yes,
as
correct.
well. And even from young, you didn't really think anything of this industry at all.
No.
Nothing.
Nothing. Never ever.
Wow. So
Never.
what were you like as like a young boy then?
I wanted to be a pilot.
But you went to interior design.
Yeah, because you have to understand during my days when we need to study as a pilot, we need to pay about during my research 10 years back, you need to pay about 180 to 250K in 2 years. In 2 years' time, you will graduate as a pilot, full as a full graduate, so you can start your pilot career. But then I'm not born as a rich family. Yeah, so I didn't manage to get through my pilot. If you ask me if not right now I have chance and time, I can go back to the career of my education. I will take it as a pilot.
Oh wow.
If there's a part-time course,
Have you tried those simulation pilot
yes,
thing? You've tried that?
yes.
But do you think it's something you still want after doing that?
It's not something that I want, but then if I get a chance to try back now, it's like something
To
I
redo.
can do. Yeah,
So that really is the timeline of how you ended up being
Yes.
Sam Lim today. So in the beginning, you wanted to be a pilot, but you decided that no, let's take interior design. Decided
Yes.
interior design is not for you when pinjaman wang belesin.
Yeah.
Right here in Malaysia, earn your first pocket of gold, and then you went to Cambodia. Cambodia came back, opened a vegetarian restaurant,
Yes,
and then wanted to do live stream.
yes.
But after live stream, decided that you would just do it. So it's like 7, 8 steps to come where you are today, and
Yes.
all of this happened at every different year. Or your change developed
Yes,
every
1 to 2 years.
1
In
to 2
every
years.
1 to 2 years. Yes.
Then you change.
Yes.
So really, you don't know where you end up. Actually, in life, you don't know where you
Yep.
will end up. Even if your goal was A, you end up at maybe just X, Y, Z, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so that is the sort of timeline of Sam's journey. But before we move on further, we have a show and tell segment.
Okay.
Okay, so in every show and tell segment, we ask our guests to bring something that
Okay.
can share a little story about their journey and can represent maybe any point of their lives.
All right.
What did you bring for us today?
All right. So the first thing is this kotak for iPhone.
Okay.
So this is the thing that brings me up, that drives me engagement in the first place on my TikTok.
What do you mean? Tell us more.
Okay, because of this kotak, I started it as janji kotak tak kosong.
That is your tagline.
Yeah, that's my tagline, but it's not in a planned way. It's in coming in a sudden. So because like as I said previously, there's the argument in TikTok. So they are giving like this iPhone or whatever, but the box is empty. So many people in the previously they would just do live or whatever shit. They just put this in front of the live. Then their engagement will be very high. So they take it as this is like a fishing tools to the viewer or whatever their content and everything. So there's an argument as this is fake. They're giving out like empty box or just for like ads, advertisement or like just like viewer traffic purpose. So we decided to start it as this kotak. So we buy a lot of this kotak and the back we'll write it as janji kotak tak kosong. So after eventually we started our street interview, once you get it right for my answer, you just take this kotak. And I was write the tagline on it is janji kotak tak kosong. So which means I promise this kotak is not empty. Inside there will be iPhone. Yeah. So that is real. It's real iPhone.
From the beginning,
Yes,
everything
from
has
the
been.
beginning
You
until
already
today.
you already estimated your cost to be there. That's why you are okay to just give.
Yes. We already estimated our cost at there. So we just give out every iPhone. Total iPhone that we give out is about 30 to 40. iPad is about 15 to 20.
Per day or
No, in total of my content.
so far until today?
Yeah, so far until today.
Oh,
Yeah, so
I
far.
see.
In these 2 years' time. So without purchasing anything, you just need to meet me. We used to at this Pavilion Street. Then we just give out iPhone like this. So but everything I have to say to content creator nowadays, you need to do this thing. You have to meet with the right time, right place, and the timing have to be right. We can get viral of this iPhone because at that time there's an argument on TikTok. This thing is very hot. It's on trend. So we decided to start this thing as real, so we can get viral in a short pace of time. If you started it as now, like you give out this iPhone, this doesn't make sense. What you're giving out iPhone at this time? Why you want to give out iPhone? This doesn't make sense. It's better than you take your money and you donate to those child and those people who suffered. So it doesn't make sense if you give out iPhone at this time. Yeah.
Do you remember the first iPhone you gave out?
Okay.
The
Yes.
Do you remember
Yes, I still
where was
remember.
it and what happened? What was the reaction? How did you feel when you actually gave out that first iPhone?
Okay, during my first iPhone that I gave out is on the first day of Puasa. Yeah, it's my first content. During the first day of my Puasa, it's at TDDI Bazaar.
Okay.
So during my last time my content, I did it is without any videographer. So I just used the selfie stick. So I ask the person to help me to take the selfie stick. Then I asked her a question, so he will just open a kotak.
It was a girl.
It was a girl at TDDI. The first content I started is at 2023 on the 16th or 19th of March. I still remember the first content.
Wow.
Yeah, on 2023, which is
Okay.
the first day of Bulan Puasa.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you gave the iPhone for the first time,
Yes.
and somebody received the iPhone from you for the first time, do you remember? Did you have a very weird feeling? Do you remember how you felt?
Yes, there's a word feeling is like because when you give out this thing, because you make it in your content. So one thing you will get as and we call it as anxiety of your engagement. Because you already gave out this thing in your content, you are not sure that this content will get viral, view, engagement, or whatever. So whenever you upload it, you will keep on refresh your thing. So whenever after you give out your first iPhone, you will think that is this girl the right person? Will she involve in your content that helps your content to go viral and everything. Yeah, this is the point of it. But then when the girl received it, she thought that it's fake. She still thought that it's fake. It's not. She wanted to give it back to me after my content. But I said, it's real. You just take it.
So after you cut everything, she's like, oh, okay, thank you.
Yeah, they was like, oh, thank you. Okay, thank you. Ini content just for content saja kan? I said, no, it's real. It's for you.
Oh.
Yeah. I still remember my first content.
So how did that video go? Did people watch that video?
Yes, but it's not as viral as that. It's about the engagement is just about 50 to 60K. But for us, it's in a good result. It's very good. We started from nothing, then our video get 60 to 70K. But okay, then we keep on process. We said, oh, okay, this is maybe the right way. We don't know. So we continue still at the TTI Bazaar. Then we continue to give out like third to fourth, but it didn't working. We don't know because of the social media algorithm things or viral, because we don't know. It might go viral, or it might because of the content is not funny enough. The content is not enough. Like
Reaction is
not
big.
good. Yeah, the reaction. Then until one day we went to this pavilion in front of this
Fountain.
Uniqlo.
Okay.
So while we are waiting for someone to get our iPhone, we are finding, we call it as mangsa. Mangsa iPhone. See who is the one. Then after that we met a girl. She's like kind of influencer in TikTok.
Okay.
We didn't know. We didn't know. Until we gave her the iPhone, she also thought that it's not real. It's not real. So until that, when content with her is uploaded, she reposts it. The content go viral in TikTok is about 3 million views.
Wow.
Because we didn't know that she is influencer in TikTok. So until we uploaded it, so people will tag her. People will tag her. Until that, we only know, hey, this is the guy, the girl influencer is an influencer in TikTok. So until at the time, we know that, oh, we should find someone. It's something like you collaboration with others influencer. Yeah. It's some kind of meaning.
So that's sort of like, would you say that is sort of like the kickstart of like how things just started snowballing to more people.
Yes. And until then, we met her in front of Fahrenheit. Yeah.
Wow, he remembers a lot of
Yeah, I
details.
remember from A to Z from my content and everywhere.
Wow, because you are really truly involved in the whole process.
Yes.
But is that the most memorable giveaway for your Janji Kotak Tak Kosong, or is there like one really memorable giveaway that at least sparks your memory right now? You're like, oh, actually that one when I gave, wow, it felt really, really good.
Somewhere around there, because another content that make me remember the most is the question is A for apple, B for boy, I is for what? I is for iPhone. Once you answer it correctly, I will just give you the iPhone.
Oh.
Yeah. And my content will go viral easily because people think that, hey, is this thing like this is a crazy. You ask those kind of questions, it's not like very hard. It's like easy. Once I get it, then you just see me an iPhone.
Well, I couldn't win the iPhone. He asked me just now. I'm like, I for introvert.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, I for
Yeah.
what?
A for apple, B for boy, I for just iPhone.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'll just give you the iPhone.
I'll go back and tell my brother so that whenever somebody asks him this question randomly, maybe he comes back with an iPhone. You know?
Yeah. And I'm very random in this pavilion.
Coming up with your.
Yeah.
No wonder people are like, oh, I'm standing in pavilion right now.
Yes.
Nobody coming to give me an iPhone.
Until now, people still like they tag me in their story or whatever. Because it's not that because we don't want to do content at there anymore. It's because that too many people know that I would do content at there. Is when we started in this way, so their reaction is not that real anymore.
Yeah, because they sort of expect it.
Yeah,
already, right?
expected. They expected you get an iPhone or you buy them something. So it's like the reaction is different. So after that, we're turning our content in another direction. After that, yeah.
Are you still giving away iPhones just for the benefit of our listeners?
Yes, we're still giving out iPhone, but sometimes. But then we changed into giving away motorcycle.
Actually, that's a really good gift. I think
Yeah,
because that really helps people get around.
Yes,
and
it's
do
somewhere
things.
better than an iPhone. Because normally people will come to me, they say, hey bang, I tak ada iPhone. I ask them, why you need an iPhone? Sebab I nak belajar. Since when you belajar, you need iPhone or iPad? Yeah, they are giving out. Then at the end of the day, they're giving out all kind of reasons. But then they take iPhone, they take Mobile Legends.
Right, understand,
Yeah,
understand.
yeah.
So, okay, that is the first show and tell from Sam. So now back to you. In the beginning, I called you Sultan China.
All right.
Kan?
Yeah.
So, where did this Sultan China come from, and is it something that only a certain country recognize you with? Because I know you're known in Malaysia, Indonesia,
Okay.
and I actually came across a video that said that Sultan China yang Indonesia je panggil saya.
Oh,
So
okay.
I saw that video, but I don't know, does it apply to both Malaysia and Indonesia? Do they both recognize you as Sultan China or just Sam Lim?
Okay, no, but actually, this Sultan China is because I think last year I went to Bali, Indonesia, Bali. So I decided to make content over the place, Indonesia, because Bali belongs to Indonesia.
Yeah.
So whenever in Indonesia, they will call the rich guy as Sultan.
Every rich guy is like a sultan.
Yeah,
Okay.
there is like Sultan. So whenever I go to there, so I decided I take a name as like Sultan China to over there. But then I do content over there. They ask me, what's your name? I said Sam Lim. They don't understand what's Sam Lim. Then I said, okay, you call me Sultan China. Then I think 2 or 3 of my content went viral. But then the viral place is not in Indonesia.
Is
It's in Malaysia.
oh
The content that I make in Bali is not viral in Indonesia. The location the algorithm bring it back to Malaysia. Then Malaysia people is like very curious why you are a normal person, but then why you can call yourself as
Sultan
Sultan.
China? Oh yeah.
They said it is not right in Malaysia. Then after that I told them, hey, because of this content, I do it for the Indonesian people. So when I go to Indonesia, I call it myself as Sultan China
Because there it's okay.
Yeah, there's
because
okay,
Everybody,
yeah.
Sultan is just to call someone who has money or someone who's rich.
Rich in Indonesia. So I said, hey, this is the way that I call myself in Indonesia. It's not for Malaysia. So there's a controversy and arguing over there. So they keep arguing at the comment section. They said, hey, you are Chinese. You can't call yourself Sultan also. You are not whoever in Malaysia, in those like Pangkat, Sultan or whatever. You can't call yourself Sultan.
Is it illegal?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
Probably. It's like you call yourself, you are not Datuk, you call yourself Datuk.
Okay, got it.
I think it's illegal. It's illegal. But then
But in a way, you're not really calling yourself Sultan
yeah,
China
yeah,
here.
yeah.
I'm not applying it here.
Yeah, it's not applying it in Malaysia, but they just, I don't know, those like Makcik Bawang.
Okay,
They're like,
yes,
hey,
yes.
you cannot do this, you tak boleh macam ni, tak boleh. They like to take care a lot of things in the social media. So I just leave it there. Then somehow, eventually, until someday, I go out on the street, people shout my name, hey, Sultan China. Then in another way, my name from Sam Lim begin with Sultan China from there. That's where my journey come from.
It's not even what you continue to identify yourself with, but because of that viral content,
Yeah, because
everybody's
of the viral content. Yeah,
I see.
everything came across my content is like, we didn't plan accordingly 100%. It didn't work 100% according to our plan. It's like those iPhone content. We didn't know it would go viral until in this way until we met the influencer on TikTok. And another way, and this Sultan China, we didn't know this Sultan China, this word will get viral until the whole nation that know me as Sultan China. It's unplanned. Many things in my content, this journey is unplanned.
Would you say, as someone with a lot of videos that went viral, right? Would you say virality is something you can plan?
Yes, you can, but accordingly on this social media, because it's moving in a very fast pace, maybe you plan it today, tomorrow or next week, you didn't work it out. The social media trend is already changed in another direction. You can plan it, but you doesn't need to work 100% accordingly to a plan.
So it's plan ahead,
Yes.
but it may not follow through
Yes,
because of how fast
Yes.
the times are.
Yes.
So as in this whole journey as a content creator that gives away free phones, free motor, I think from the outside, right, just as a viewer, be like, yeah, you're just spending money so that you
Yes.
get viral only, man.
Yes, yes.
This is what a
Correct.
typical mindset is. But maybe you can walk us through what are some of the things that people don't see, or if you feel that there are challenges that needs your hard work to work through.
Probably as a content creator in everywhere, social media or whatever, you need to fake yourself until you make it. For example, when the times you are not famous enough, during my old days, I buy many things except iPhone. We bought it like the Airview, the luggage with the view, and many other items. People would thought that is sponsored by the brand. But at the end of the day, it's no. Because as a content creator, you need to fake it until you make it. Because okay, for example, for the air view, we bought it, it's like 2005 or 3005. We just give away. I still remember I asked the girl, do you have motor license? Do you have motor license in front of H&M? Whenever you have a motor license, I will just give away the air view to you. Yeah, just in that way. So in another way, we in myself, in my company and my team, they know this is not a sponsored content. But then we make it until it's like a sponsored
As
content,
if.
as if, yeah. Then other brands that see that, it's like, oh, some brand is sponsoring this guy. So he know how to make creativity with this item, with this brand. So I also want to approach in this guy. This is the another side, dark side lah. I can say there's a dark side of a content creator that people didn't see it.
I would say it's also investment. It's just
Yes.
investment in yourself, investing in the content that you want to make, and slowly, whatever that you decided,
Yes,
it will
correct.
just come to you.
It will
because
just come back to you.
They always say you become what you are, ma,
Yes, you
right?
became what you
become
are.
So even
Yes.
if there's this saying, the Lulu is the Solulu, right?
Yeah.
But it really became it.
Yes.
So brands really did come by
Yes.
because that was how they see how you can help
Yes,
market their
correct,
brand as well.
correct.
So it started with air wheels. What are some of the other things that you've also given away?
Stanley bottle. Yeah, Stanley bottle, the one that we give away. Okay, come to this part. The it's unplanned also. It's quite unplanned. This content is go viral on TikTok. Is about 15 million views. 15 to 20 million views on TikTok. It's unplanned. It's totally unplanned.
Okay.
Because we're trying to give out the bottle, the water bottle.
Stanley water bottles.
Stanley water bottle. We bought it 2 bottle. So we asked some strangers on the street, do you have a bottle? Yes, if you want to exchange this bottle with me, or this, you want to get my gift, it's a mystery gift. I wrap it up with my present. So you want to get, you need to drink all your water. You need to finish up your water. Yes, there's a girl which has water, bottle water, but then she drank the water with sit on the floor or maybe some chairs. So we didn't know that also because the content is related to our Malay friends. In Malay, their agama, there's a way is like they drink or eat, they cannot stand. If I'm not mistaken. Correct. Yeah.
Cinca?
Yes.
Wait.
We didn't know that.
Okay, can we please break that down just before so you cannot eat when you are
Yes. You okay? During
standing.
you there's 2 way. One is during you eat, you cannot talk. It's their agama. They taught that. Another thing is like when they drink, they cannot stand. You need to drink in a sopan way, which is like you sit down, then only you can drink. We didn't know that until the content went viral. Because I was curious, hey, I just gave out 2 Stanley bottles. How can the video get viral until 10 million, 20 million views on TikTok? So after that, I go and read out all the comments. They said, oh, this girl, they said in other ways, this girl, dia faham agama kita, dia hormati sebab dia minum dengan tak diri, dia duduk. Then until one day I go and search ChatGPT, what's wrong with this? Like, you standing or sitting down or drinking? Yeah, because of this thing, the content went viral. Yeah.
wow. So this is a thing that is by religion. There's so many things to
Yeah,
learn then.
yeah. Because of this, I start to search about their religion, their agama, what's happening in this. So some of my content will involve in like Islamic content. Yeah.
Yeah, so I also want to touch on that. So I realized that through your content, you also focus a little bit more on the Malay market and, like
Yes.
you said, some Islamic content. Is there a reason why? Or
Yes.
is why is
Okay, because as I mentioned, the drink water, so you will start to curious because as a Chinese, what happened if you drink? You just drink anyway. So I will start curious and I find out all the info and everything. I say, oh, this thing can be as a content to let more people know. Even though in Chinese, Indian or whatever Kadazan in Malaysia, because there's many religion and race, so many other race or other people they can know more about this education of this thing. So
it's
I
also understanding each
yeah,
other.
yeah, it's understanding each other. So I started some of the other Islamic content is like one day you solat for how many times? In 5 times there's like solat subuh, isha, maghrib, all these things. It's called what? Yeah. That's where I started some of the Islamic content regarding
And
this.
you realize that you are also educating the Muslims themselves or
Yes.
also people of other religion?
other religion and Muslim themselves, because some of the question I asked back to those our Muslim friend, even though they are Muslim, but they cannot answer this question.
Oh, like they just don't know
They
why.
just don't know why. Yeah.
They are just doing as per what somebody
Yes.
else has told
Yes.
them and
Yes.
things
Yes.
like that. What is a lesson that you feel you have learned during this whole process of understanding this religion too? Because now I think you've also gotten a lot of understanding about how they function,
Okay.
what's behind their values of just life values and things. Like you
Yes.
said, there's rezeki,
Yes. Correct.
there's also the sitting down and
Yeah.
drinking. So I think there's actually a lot of things that you may have learned throughout. I just want to know, is there a lesson that you realize that, oh, this value really stick to me?
Okay.
Is there one?
The value that stick to me, I would just say that we just need to keep any races or any religion to keep respect each other. Yeah, even though because sometimes okay, there's no hard feeling because in Chinese company sometimes you will listen to the boss, he will say, I don't like to hire our Muslim friend because they will go to solat 5 times a day or whatever, it's wasting my time. But then you have to understand in Malaysia, if you want to hire them, you have to respect their culture, their religion, and this is their race. They taught them. Even like Chinese, the Kuan Ma teach you don't eat daging, so you don't eat lah. If your friend bring you to eat daging, you just say you don't want to eat. It's the same. It's the same. You have to just respect each other. Yeah, in another way.
So which brings me to your team. How big is your team now? People that you work with every day.
Okay. Previously, when we started my first content, our team is just like IUV. IUV, 3%.
Oh, okay. IUV.
3%.
Okay.
So right now it's about 15 to 19, if I'm not mistaken.
Your Sam Lim team is 19
Yeah.
to
Less than 20, but above 15. Somewhere around
15 to 20 people.
there. Yes. It's mostly editor. Most of my team is mostly editor. Yeah, editor.
How do you pick them?
Okay, one thing I will start from intern. I will take it as intern. As an intern, I will base on your attitude and your punctuality. So once you get past of this thing, I will try to turn my intern into a full time. Mostly from there. I will pick it from there.
I see. So anything about their background that they need to know in case somebody wants to
Okay.
apply,
At least diploma. At least.
But why is that?
Because
Why somebody of your experience feel that a diploma is needed to apply to your company?
okay, because
I only ask this because I feel like you've seen enough of the world to
Yes.
know that, or maybe to feel that actually at the end maybe it's up to character and personality or
Alright.
like how you work. So I want to know, why is that a
okay. Because
requirement?
based on myself, it's based on my own experience. I go to college, I get a diploma, even though it's not degree. But then during the old days, during my secondary school, there's many people drop out from school, so they stop studying at their form 3, form 4, and form 5. So if you take in somebody which is drop out from their school, like they drop out like form 4, form 5, maybe they have started their own career in some way. So maybe they fail. So they come back to find a company to work as a full-time. But then if you take in that type of person to your company, it might not help you a lot, because that kind of guy is a person which has a lot of ego, their own way to do something, their own direction. So in another way, it's very hard to teach them in your company culture and everything. So that's one thing. Another thing,
And this is just a pattern that you've observed.
yeah, I
Just a
observe
pattern.
just a pattern of observation from myself.
Okay.
Then I think that the person who go to college, as they have their okay, for example, I'm taking this video editor. So basically, they are as a mass comm or those editor or and this advertising base. So in the college, the lecturer have already helped me to taught them about the basic. So at least they don't have any experience in the society, but at least they know. I know how to use this editing skill and everything how to use. You come into my company, I just need to tell you my way of doing this thing in an efficient way. Instead of I'm telling you this software how to use this. I mean, if yes, you want to be in that phase, can, but it's only in intern. It's not a full time. A full time responsibility is to help a company to make process thing in efficiently way it's not like you giving us trouble. You are giving my senior trouble to teach you how to use the software. That's why I'm taking somebody which has at least diploma, because you have go through what you need to go through during your 20s.
So that it just makes your process smooth and easy, so you
Yes.
don't spend too much time
Yes.
on training the
Yes,
person.
correct.
Training is okay, but like you need to train from a good base,
Good
a
base,
good
yes,
base as
yes,
well.
correct,
I see.
correct.
So it's more of a operation flow situation,
Yes.
and not that you feel that they are incapable.
Yes,
Yeah,
correct.
it's just more of time efficiency, and
Yes.
as a boss, I think you need everything
Yeah.
to be on schedule and
Yes,
things like
yes.
that. So understand. Another question I have is, have you always spoken Malay,
Probably yes with
even when
my
you were younger?
because I'm in Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan, but then during my secondary school I'm I'm not good in studying, but then those I mix with the person is like Marempit, those kampong boys, because I'm not city guy.
From
During
Malacca?
from Malacca, I'm not like those city guy. I'm like kampong. Then I mix with mostly is Portuguese Serani.
Oh,
Yeah, because in Malacca there's Portuguese Serani and Malay. I suddenly mix with Chinese. It's not like no, just a few. Yeah, that's why I can spoke my Malay in not really good, but at least in fluent.
it feels very natural and
Yeah.
fluent. Like you don't have to stop to
Yes.
say whatever you
Yes,
want to
yes,
say. I
yes,
think that's
yes.
why I was like, hey, did you only harness this? Like, do you really refine your Malay as you were
Oh,
doing content, or so it's all the while it's
yes, all
already
the while.
in you?
Yes, yes, correct.
Oh, okay. So, but you can speak Malay, Chinese,
Chinese, English, yes.
clearly. Oh, so basically the basics ones, or you've got it covered.
Yes.
So in across your content, you also make you make Chinese content as well, right?
Yes, yes.
Chinese content is available on your
Instagram.
Instagram.
Yes, Instagram.
And TikTok is fully Malay.
Yes, fully Malay. Yep.
Okay. So apart from all of this chaos and like everything that you do, right? But who is Sam Lim without the work?
You mean if I'm not a content creator?
No, like you are still a content creator, but like right now, if you're not working, what do you like to do?
Oh, okay. I will spend my time in the gym or some
Working
sport like tennis. Yeah, without my content. Or I would just sit in my office as a me time.
Alone, sit in your office
Yeah,
alone.
because as a content creator, I not only do content, I do live also in selling. Because whenever we have shooting, shoot content or whatever, you content shooting, or after your live session, you will be like very down. Because it's something like
Drained.
drained. You're totally drained. You just like you're just feeling like you don't want to do anything. You just want to sit down and lay back. Yeah.
Sort of a me time. Do you think you spend time even when you're alone? You think about what to do next. What's the next content I want to make?
Yes, I always think about what should I do in my future direction. Because as a content creator, you need to plan ahead. You cannot keep on as like just doing content. You need to think in another way how you need to monetize your content in the future, or which is the right direction on you ongoing. Like my previously, I started as an iPhone content, then I turn into like fake it until you make it, until I bring it all those brands myself and then I sell it. Then I get ads paid, so people brand will find you for ads paid. But then how many brand will find you in Malaysia? So then I turn into live selling. Then I turn into motorcycle, automotive. Then now I'm in mostly on automotive parts of my content. Yes. So you need to think of we as a content creator, we need to think of plan ahead. So what should I do the content next to monetize in my future?
Yeah. So speaking of planning, I just want to understand: are you involved in every single content that you plan, or how do you make sure what your next content is? Do you already have 10 ideas laid out in a sheet for you to execute in the next 2 weeks, or how does that go?
Yes, I have a bunch of content creator lists in my phone, which is overseas in Europe, Indonesia, or whatever. Because every day my work is like keep scrolling TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook. I'm finding new content creators that I didn't know yet. Yeah, I have a bunch. I have a list like 10 to 15. then I will copy their content. Yes,
And then?
I will copy their content and make it into my content. Yes, I will copy their content, then I change it the way. The things is still about the same, but I mix in my personality, my way of doing content into the content and make it to my
Okay, so
content.
that's more of inspiration. Like
Yes.
more of inspired by the different kinds of ways you're doing things, but making it Sam Lim.
Sam Lim, yes.
Yeah,
That's the
oh.
easier way. You
Yeah.
need so in other way, you need to keep scrolling. So just now you asked me what I do when I'm not doing content. Yeah, some of the time I will keep scrolling TikTok. I will just look around, which has new content creator coming up or new content which is on trend. Yeah.
So you're at home, you're in the office alone. You are playing tennis. You have time for dating.
Sometimes, probably not all the time.
Sometimes,
But, okay.
sometimes means this partner don't get a
But-
lot of time.
Yeah, because mostly, okay, for example, my routine, I will wake up at about 7 or 8.
Yes, walk us through that.
Okay, so I get my breakfast. Eventually, after my breakfast, I will go to the gym at the morning. So after the gym, I will go into my office. It's about 12 to 1. 12 to 1 o'clock, I have my lunch. So after I have my lunch, maybe we have shooting. So we go to shooting. Or maybe we have to meeting with those brands. We have meeting. So during the afternoon or evening time, about 3 to 4, sometimes I will start my live session. Start selling on TikTok. So my live session will end at about 6 to 7, about 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. So if the sales is okay, the engagement is okay, I will have my dinner, then I start again a second live session. It's about 8 to 10 or probably 12. Sometimes until 1 o'clock at the midnight. Yeah, that's how my routine rotate.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a full packed day.
Yes,
And this
yes.
happens almost on loop every day.
Yes. It's not every day. Maybe in a week there's like 4 to 5 days. Except sometimes it's go on Saturday,
That's
Sunday.
practically
so-
a work day for everyone.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because in live we have to do it on Saturday and Sunday also for live session. Yes.
But just for the benefit of our listeners, so
Okay.
in case if Sam Lim is, when it comes to dating, are you open to dating people of all religion, whether it's Muslims, Buddhists, or I know? Do you have a preference?
No, but I'm open to all, especially when with Muslim people ask, hey, it's okay if you're dating with Muslim, are you okay? Because you cannot eat bak kut teh, you know. When you cannot eat bak for your whole life, you know, it's like not 1 to 2 months. I'm open with this thing because previously I've been with my ex for the vegetarian store. I've been in almost 95% of vegetarian for 5 years.
He's a girlfriend-tarian. He followed the girlfriend.
Yeah, about something about that. Something
Yeah.
about. So if you ask me, if one day, many people will keep asking me, will you date a Muslim girl one day? So I would say, if yes, kalau ada jodoh, insyaAllah, kita accept dengan hati yang terbuka sajalah.
Betul lah. Because I think what is pork? What is
Yeah,
alcohol
yeah.
when you actually found someone that is like
Yes,
jodoh, like you
yes.
said, right? So but of course everybody is different. Some
Yeah.
people cannot
Some people cannot.
give up.
But for me, I can. But then one thing, the girl need to know how to cook ayam masak kicap dengan sambal hijau. That's one thing.
Okay, girls, if you want to be in the running, you just learn that recipe right now,
Yeah.
okay?
She need to know how to cook ayam masak kicap and sambal hijau.
That's your favorite
Yeah, that's
dishes.
my favorite dishes.
Ayam masak kicap,
And sambal hijau, plus sambal hijau.
sambal hijau. Oh,
Yes.
sambal hijau, not hard, man, hard, right?
It's quite hard to
You gotta
cook.
blend
Yeah, they
and
need to blend with the
everything.
lesung and everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a little tip for any of our
Yeah.
listeners, just a fun fact, right? So, but in terms of like type, what's your ideal type?
Oh, because on my side, myself is more onto ganas.
Oh, you are more ganas.
Yeah, more ganas and extrovert. So if I can, you mean the one that I want to date is like more girlish, but
The type of, because after maybe with experience, maybe you formed a sort of ideal type that you like. So someone who's a little bit more introverted.
yeah,
then.
introverted and more girlish type. It's not like those like, oi, ganas one. Eh.
Have you dated a ganas one?
Yes, but I cannot take it.
That's how you find out what your type
cannot
is.
take it. I cannot take it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So doesn't have to be tall, short, long hair, short hair.
No.
there's no appearance preference, but just as long as you put the balance in Sam's life, like
Yeah.
he's loud, so you gotta
And
bring
one
him
thing
down
you
a
have to
little bit.
accept that I doesn't have much time to spend on her during my daily routine.
So
Yeah.
you gotta be understanding enough to have your own thing going on
Yes.
for yourself,
Yes.
but it's nice to come together.
Yes. And don't forget the ayam masak kicap.
Don't forget, that's the most important point, okay? Ayam masak kicap, okay?
Yep.
And right now we are going into the second segment of your show and tell.
Alright. The second item I brought it is this. Is my picture during my
When
holiday.
you were young.
Yes, this I think is during my 2 years old. 2 years old. The thing that I want to show this is because my viewer, they always say that why I don't sleep at night. Then I have this eye bag, panda eyes.
Did your parents let you like do all those rituals where they ask you to pick stuff when you are younger to see what they want you see what you will be in future?
Yes, but I didn't follow that.
Oh, you didn't follow
Yeah,
that.
I didn't follow that.
Did they know you were? Oh, actually, do you know if they agree with your career path?
I'm not sure, but sometimes during I started this content, that because there's controversy in the content that people say you cannot do this, cannot do that. Then some of the time my mom would tell me, hey, you probably cannot do this, maybe because of people don't like of this attitude or in this way. So better that you don't do this. But I just don't care.
Yeah, because you just
Yeah,
wanna
yeah.
be yourself,
Yeah,
right?
I just be myself. Yes.
You've done all this I would say sometimes to people controversial content to
Right.
some people. Do you think this is the direction that you would keep taking in future? And has people actually given you really bad comments about what you're doing, telling you that actually this is what you're doing is not good?
Okay. Controversy, yes, probably, but some of the time, you need to know as a content creator, you need to know when you should play with this controversy and when you should end this controversy. And as a content creator, you accept that you need to know how to make content. The most important part is as a content creator, you need to know how to sell yourself and marketing yourself instead of just creating content. So in one day, if you cannot marketing yourself or sell yourself with your mouth, so you cannot monetize in the future. You mean in the future controversy? Yes, but some of the time. But it's not all the time like previously.
That's not your main goal.
Yeah,
lah.
that's not my main goal.
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you think is your goal when it comes to just making this content? Is it money?
Yes, money. So when you make something goes viral, you need to continue the thing in the second part, third part, or fourth part in making money. It's not like just creating engagement or traffic to the public or to the social media platform. Because if you keep creating just like engagement for nothing, for what you're creating the thing, I don't know. At least you are making money with the engagement. Yes, that is worth for it.
But in your videos, how do you earn money doing that?
Oh, in my video.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say in my video, once I'm creating engagement or those controversy thing, you will get publicity in more high engagement, even though in the public or in the social media. Because in myself, because when the controversy is ongoing, there's always have two sides. There's one side with agree with you, there's one side with not agree with you. Because sometimes why as a content creator you need to create this kind of controversy? Because sometimes people will forget about you. In a too long of time, people will forget about you, or many brands will forget about you, or any others entrepreneurs will forget about you. So when you have this engagement back, because I do live in selling, so the live viewer will go to pick it up again. So and then at the same time, every controversy that I make, the video must have ads placement in that. I will plug in a product. I will not just create a controversy with nothing. Every time is with product placement. So it's good for the brand also. But then I will come back to the brand. Can you accept this type of controversy?
Yeah, because it's a controversial.
Yes, it's a controversial. It's not every brand they can accept. Oh yes, you can accept. Okay, I will make it for you. So if some brand they accept this, and 2 or 3 the other brands they will come and approach you again and again. They'll come back to you, monetize. You need to how to monetize this thing. Another thing, because I'm building up others company social media platforms. So as a newcomers to the social media platform, as a new account, some of the entrepreneurs, they understand the new account, they need this kind of controversy. So they will approach me to build up their social media profile. Because there's one of the industry in my company segment, also one of the division, which is building up others company social media profile.
I see.
Yes.
So basically, because when we're watching your videos, right, it just looks as if like you're just always giving away things.
Yes.
Which makes someone like me to wonder, like, how are you actually even earning money? But it's
okay.
through high engagement
Yes.
that then you can do brand placements
Yes.
within the videos. Basically, everything relates back from engagement, and that is your goal
Yes.
when it comes to creating content.
Yes.
It's really an intention. So I think a lot of people make content just to make content. Some people make content just to be funny, and then that's it,
Yeah.
right?
You have to know as a content creator what drives you to make this content. Why you need to make this, and how you need to monetize this, and what's the conclusion that you will get from the public. This is very important in these three things.
So that would be your advice to aspiring content creators.
Yes.
Know your why.
Yes, know your why, then how you want to do this thing to the publicity, how you monetize it. In conclusion, what you will get from this content is very important. Instead of just doing content just for the sake of engagement. Because you get engagement, it's nothing. You cannot monetize the engagement without product. In other way, product or service, these two things you cannot get away. And important thing is for content creators is work smart instead of work hard.
Would you recommend this career path to your child?
It depends. I will recommend, but it depends on themselves. Because as a content creator, they call it what? Your heart need to be very strong. Because of those commenting.
Face need to be thick.
Yeah, their comment is very toxic sometimes. You need to be strong that you can take it, or else we get like those cyberbully and everything. Yeah, it depends on if I have a child, it depends on them.
Depends on your personality.
Yeah,
as
personally,
well.
either you can take it or not. Because as a content creator, advice is like those comment with those mati party or whoever is toxic one, you just take it as a drama. You just take your social media profile or your content as a game, as an online gaming. It's just like you are playing game. You just treat them as a joke. Yeah. Don't take it seriously. Seriously only when you monetize, you earn money that part. Yes.
That's something that's easier said than done, I think.
Yeah.
A lot of people also take to heart
Yes,
what they
somebody
see.
will take to heart. Yes.
You've done all of this for how many years? 3 years? This content, social media content journey has been 2 years.
Less than 2 years.
Less than 2
Yes.
years. And now you're at a following of...
In TikTok, it's about 4 million. If you total up in whole social media, it's about 5 million.
Yeah, that is crazy. So where do you foresee yourself bringing your audiences next?
I think I will move myself more into automotive industry in after this.
You like
Yes.
automotive?
No,
industry?
because in Malaysia, on social media, automotive industry still have a big gap of improvement. There's still not many people conquering in this automotive industry in social media. Yes, in Malaysia. Yes.
So you see a gap which you feel is
Yes.
somewhere, which is actually something that you're sort of slowly dabbling into already with
Yes.
your car, with
Yes,
your cars
yes,
and everything.
yes.
I personally really enjoyed that video of you with the police and the Saman one.
Okay.
The Saman one.
Okay.
And
Okay.
because actually to me that kind of video you don't know that you get to learn
Yes,
things
yes,
about
yes.
what has to be Saman, what is
Yeah.
not. Suddenly got alam sekitar, suddenly got
Yeah, this is a thing that I mentioned in the previously. You have to at least make your content, which is why you make this and what you want to get in conclusion, and at the end of the day, how you monetize this thing. Yes.
So I think on top of all of that, the good takeaway for me is that I still learn things watching your videos.
Yes.
It's not plainly about a giveaway. Sure, that's nice. That's a nice factor. But on top of it, every other random video that I try to click on, I learn something new, even if it's not something of my interest, but it's still something new that I learn. Oh, this car plate cannot be like that. Oh, side mirrors have to have.
Yes.
The sound that the motor makes also matters. You know,
Yeah.
I don't need this information in my life, but
Yes. At least you
it's-
learn something.
Yeah, that is
Yes.
how I like to consume my social media content. So I think you're doing something that's quite good.
Right. Thank you.
If I were to be honest, at first when I scrolled the profile, I'm like, oh, this is just a random guy giving away things.
Yes.
But then when you really look into the layers of the content, I think it really takes somebody who watches more than 2 or 3 of your videos to see where you're heading.
Yes, correct.
And so I recommend that whoever who is watching this episode for the first time, getting to know Sam for the first time, you try and browse a little bit more of his videos, and then you will get to see what kind of direction he's actually heading to. And I think it's something that will surprise you, that you find yourself uninterested, honestly, at first, to me,
Yes.
because that's not my usual genre of content. But then after that, you're like, oh, there's more to the layers of the content. So you can find Sam at your handle.
Yes, at here it says you just need to search for Sam Lim or either Sultan China on
Okay.
every social media platform.
Very, very nice. Also on Xiaohongshu.
No, there's no
Okay,
one there.
so on Instagram and
TikTok or Facebook.
or Facebook.
Yeah.
Okay, Sam, to wrap this podcast up, there's a question I like to ask my
Okay.
guests. Do you like Malaysian food?
Yes.
What is your favorite Malaysian food that
Favorite Malaysian-
you will choose to have every single day of your life if you have to?
Laksa.
What laksa?
Nyonya Laksa.
Nyonya laksa.
Yes.
Where's your favorite recommended spot of that Nyonya laksa?
Malacca.
Okay,
Auntie
Malacca.
Nancy.
Auntie Nancy's
Yeah.
Auntie Nancy's Nyonya Laksa in Malacca. You get a little shout out right there. So if you guys are interested in finding out what Sam would want to eat every day for his life if he had to, it would be the laksa, okay? Go find out that. And before we end, anything you want to say to the audience?
And that's all. So anyone who want to be a content creator, just think twice.
Think twice, not because it's bad, but because it takes some sort of effort
Yeah,
to really be successful. But
Yes.
you know, Sam is a great example that tenacity really works through times and it really overcomes everything else. All right, guys, this has been V On Air's brand new podcast, The Whole Story, with me, Natalie Chai. And today we have been speaking to Sam for the past hour or so about his journey and how we understand that there's really different things that comes in life that you never intend for, but you may end up in a place that you still enjoy to be at anyway. So if you guys are listening to us while strolling around Resorts World Genting, please do tag us at Resorts World Genting. And if you're tuning in from the rwgenting.com website, welcome, welcome. If you have any recommendations of a Malaysian of impact, just like Sam, please do let us know on our social media so we may be able to bring them on for the next episode. For now, it's been a great episode. Till next time. Bye.
Bye.